some people are commenting about the evaluation of the offensive line, meaning that any quarterback interested in Nebraska is going to want to check out the offensive line, which makes total sense to kind of gauge how successful they can be.
Well, and that's a big question mark right now because you're bringing in a new offensive line coach and a new offensive coordinator, and obviously you're losing some talent off of that offensive line right now with Cameron Jurgens leaving for the NFL. But you have a decent nucleus of guys coming back, and you're adding everything you can possible, and you have a lot of young talent there. So um, I think it's more about just more of an opportunity to compete for a starting job right away, and then kind of see how it goes. So I don't think that that's such a big question mark in any of these quarterbacks' minds right now. I think they're just looking for an opportunity that fits them the best to move forward, and it's all going to believe in the fit, the atmosphere, the culture, and if they think that Nebraska is the right place for them. And obviously, when guys come and check it out and stuff, you get a pretty good shot at landing them. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't think that that's as big of a question as it's being made out to be right now.
Well, off the subject matter, but worth noting, just confirmed online just a couple minutes ago that John Madden has passed away.
Oh, no. Didn't say that.
Yep.
Oh.
D-Rock Irish put it in the live chat, and then I just looked it up, and yeah, the stories are coming out just in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably why my tweet deck died. It was getting bombarded. Oh, boy. That's horrible news.
Yeah.
What a great part of our lives. He made football so fun.
Absolutely.
Wow. And there's
Absolutely
a special coming. They just had a special coming out or on him. Yeah, I mean, oh boy.
Yeah, I hadn't heard whether it had been released yet, but certainly something I was interested in seeing.
I thought it was supposed to be Christmas Day, but maybe it was New Year's Day. I'm not sure. That's horrible news.
Yeah. At the age of 85, great Raiders coach, Hall of Fame announcer and coach, and one of the greats. And like Greg said, beyond that, made it all fun. Was able to explain the sport to millions of people in a fun way.
Yep. I mean, people our age grew up with him. I mean, he was a everyday figure in our lives. That's for sure. Wow. Yeah, tearing up a little bit.
Yep, that one is difficult to take. The
guy that introduced the turducken to American culture.
Yes.
Didn't invent it, but he introduced it. Oh, man.
Gary, who's the new offensive line coach? That's been the question.
Well, if you want to go watch the interview that he did when we got a chance to talk to him, you can go right ahead and do that. It was not very impressive. He doesn't talk a whole lot. But it is Donovan Raiola from the Chicago Bears, off the Chicago Bears staff, and obviously his brother is a legend. He's a college football Hall of Famer. His name is up on the Wall of Fame here at Nebraska, and so hopefully he can whip the offensive line into shape, and he actually, I mean, what he does, he says some good things about his system and how he believes guys should play and stuff. So we'll see how it translates. He had been, he's been working at the NFL level, so obviously he probably knows a little something about the game. So, so we'll see. I mean, he's got the Polynesian background, and that's always going to help you in recruiting, obviously. So, we just don't know a lot about him quite yet. I mean, we know about his family, but once spring ball starts, we'll get to know him a little bit better and kind of see what his style is and everything. But I know one thing that they brought in a guard out of the transfer portal for a visit and impressed him quite a bit, and could be the next transfer portal commit here coming up. So we'll see how it all works out. Things are still kind of moving right now, and obviously there's still a spot or two to fill on that coaching staff after Tony Tuioti left, which in my belief is that you're probably gonna just kind of shuffle things around a little bit right now. You'll keep you'll keep what you got on the defensive side, and then probably hire a new special teams coordinator and a running backs coach. So I wouldn't expect to see anything new on the defensive side of the ball, unless somebody gets Travis Fisher away from the staff, because he would be the next guy on the list that's highly coveted out there with all these coaching changes that have gone on and people looking to fill their staffs right now.
So Donovan Raiola, as a player, it's coming back to me now. Played at Wisconsin.
Yeah,
so there you go.
No, he started at Wisconsin. Yep.
His brother was a really good player as well. But,
well, right, and that was a Barry Alvarez connection, which also, with his brother in Nebraska is kind of why he ended up at Wisconsin. But he was a heck of a player.
Yeah, he kicked around the NFL a lot, mostly on practice squads, off-season squads. But in the span of just 5 years, he must have been on, oh my goodness, Rams, Steelers, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, Bears, Buccaneers. Buccaneers. He played for the Omaha Nighthawks a couple of years, and then the Redskins. But then in his coaching career, he had a couple of years on the high school level, then offensive line coach at Hawaii, graduate assistant at Notre Dame, Aurora University, Chicago Bears for 3 seasons, and that brings him right up to his Nebraska job.
You know what? I wanted to ask him in the press conference. I didn't, but I wanted to. As a third generation Chicago Bears fan, why that everybody says the Bears O-line sucks so bad. But I refrained from asking him that.
Yeah.